Hello and welcome to Outside the Gym, a FitBudd original interview series where we call upon personal trainers from all across the globe to share their insights. Joining us today is Chef Yadiyah, a personal trainer who recently attended FitBudd's webinar on growing your online fitness business and managed to raise his income to 10K within just 20 days. With his fitness brand Body by Chef, he has found the perfect amalgamation of food and fitness to help his clients. So without further ado, let's get started. So, welcome Yadiyah. Thank you so much for taking out time to have this conversation with us. We're so glad to have you here. How are you doing?
I am very excited to be here. I am doing fantastic. I just came off of a show. I did a men's physique competition for OBC. Because I got a lot of things working with the fitness studio, and then I guess the online training has been booming. It's been doing very, very well.
That's great. So, Chef Yadiyah, it's so cool that you're a chef and a personal trainer because these two professions are on the opposite spectrum for a layman. You think of a chef and it's all about food and delicacies, and you think of a personal trainer and it's all about strict diets. So how did you come about merging these two careers?
That's a very, very good question. Honestly, it comes from my athletic background. So I played collegiately. I also went to culinary school at the same time. So I always had to nourish and fuel my body properly to perform well on the court. And I also played professional basketball overseas in Peru and South America. And I always was put in a position where if I wanted to take my body to the next level, it came down to food. So I literally put those two things together, and hence why I put out. Now I am a personal chef and a personal trainer and nutritionist.
Yeah, that's a cool story. So you're currently running an incredibly successful fitness business, but what mistakes did you make throughout the course of your journey, and what were your key learnings?
A good question. I would say in the beginning, really learning your demographics, like who are you servicing? What type of clientele are you going to attract based on, I would say, your marketing and the type of service you're providing, like what clientele are you going to get? And I feel like in the beginning, I got a whole bunch of people because of my marketing. And so I got all different forms of demographics. But I had to learn on that journey. Not everybody's going to promote your message and what you're doing properly. And that can be devastating to you. Like, dang, I thought this was going to work. And why did this client only stay 2 weeks and this client stayed for the year? Like understanding that it was all based on demographics. So anybody out there that's just getting started on their fitness journey, you have to really understand your demographics. Who are you marketing to? Like what do they want you? What do you want them to come to you for, and then stay with you?
That's really great advice. So, Yadiyah, you also attended FitBudd's webinar hosted by Sara Safari on growing your online business, right? So what learnings from there did you incorporate into your practice that helped you raise your income to 10K within just 3 weeks?
Sarah and her team, I could rant and rave for them. And it was, I'm going to start off with how I even got to the webinar. So, obviously I started with you guys, FitBudd, and you guys have helped me, like I said, grow my online business. And like I said, I've got my own personalized app. It's awesome. And beginning of the year, I got some quick success with it, and it was awesome putting together and learning it. And then I got pulled away from the online training for a little bit. And then I was recently working a job in Boston. I went back into something I said I wasn't going to go back to, which was a full-time job. I was working a sales job, and I basically said I had enough. Like something has to change. Like I shouldn't be doing this. Like I own a whole fitness studio. I'm a chef. Why am I doing this? Obviously, I did it for other reasons too, for networking, marketing, all that stuff. But I was like, this is not what I should be doing. And then what popped up? I kept seeing the emails from, or I seen a couple of emails, and it was saying you guys are doing a webinar on online training, coaching. And I'm like, I need to get to the next level. I need, like, what is there? And then look, see, I got something, see how God worked. Guys popped up with the free webinar, and I'm like, it's free. I love learning. What's the worst that can happen? Let me hop in it. I hopped in it. I actually was sick that week too. So I hopped in, I'm folding clothes, and I'm listening to the webinar, and I'm like, Sarah, she's spitting. Like, she's saying a lot of great things. Like, she's really making it personable. She's like, I took screenshots of the webinar too. And she was really dissecting how to run your online training business. And she really made me think. So anytime you're searching for a mentor or a coach, you want them to have the ability to make you think and then now act on your thoughts. And she really made me act on my thoughts because she gave action steps after the webinar. And I reached out to her, and her team really guided me. Like I said, I got started. I got some good momentum beginning of the year. They just put me right back on path, and then they really helped me value myself, like helped me understand my value to the service I really provide. Like being a chef and a nutritionist and a personal trainer is like special. Like to have all three of those at one, they help me maximize on that, and then really market to the clientele base that's going to be able to support my dream and my values, and then me pour into them. So her team, CEO, they like really made me value myself. Hence, what got me to literally 10K in 20 days. So it was it was crazy. It was insane, and I was just, like I said, taking a leap of faith. Shout out to FitBudd for, like I said, these webinars, like sending out these emails. Anybody that sees this, make sure you click on those emails.
Thank you. So as you mentioned, you're a FitBudd user. You have an exceptional app, Body by Chef. But before FitBudd though, how were you managing your clients? And how has FitBudd, changed the entire process and the experience for you?
So even finding you was a journey. So I was searching 2 years to build my own personal app, the Body by Chef app. I went to LA, I went to New York, I talked to different tech companies. I sat in different meetings, and everybody was charging crazy prices for something. Yes, it's a little bit complex, but it was very simple at the same time. And I feel like that's what FitBudd is. They make it very simple for you to brand yourself and to get your service out there. Whether you have to say, whether you're cooking, whether you're training, whatever it is, they made it very personable to you. And so I was searching 2 years, and in November, I seen one of your ads that you was running on Instagram. I said, $9, take everything, Apple Watch, parent. Oh yeah, this is me. I need this. And I like to close the year out strong. So I like to really give the people what they like, what they want. And I know a lot of people's asking for me, they want to personally work with me. Yes, my fitness studio has other training and stuff, but people want to personally work with me. So I went to my own personal app. So far as like what I seen out there, I didn't really see. I seen apps are very generic, and people were like just putting on another platform. So you're going against other people. The FitBudd, you have your own personal app, and it is designed to what you do. So I love that. And $99 a month, can't beat that. And you have the ability to maximize as many clientele or many people as you want. So that was very awesome. I love that. And then the best part of the app was, for me, for at least me, is uploading videos. So as you know, in cooking, you need a visual. You need to thing. They want to see those colors. They want to see the recipe. How are you building these things? So me giving me the ability to not only show people how to train and lift weights, give them the ability to show them how to cook. So I can literally show them how to cook, put the video in there. Also, me being a nutritionist, the macronutrients, being able to build people's nutrition, maybe to track their nutrition. All those things, like I said, very, very valuable. Great investment. Like I said, great from FitBudd to their great investments.
We're really glad it's working out really well for you. I'm sure you have a lot of online clients, right? So do you think because you're not there in person with them, it's really hard to motivate them? And how do you deal with unmotivated clients?
That's funny that you say that, because this morning I literally just talked about that. Honestly, it's just like Sarah taught me, Coach PJ, it really comes down to picking the right clientele. The right clientele they're going to be pretty motivated up front. Now it's up to you as the trainer to instill discipline in them. So the discipline is what separates you, what keeps that client going. Yes, they're not going to feel motivated every day. Some days are going to be better than others, but they're going to keep that, like I said, having FitBudd, the tracking, and all those things to keep them disciplined. You're putting so many things in front of them to keep them disciplined. They're tracking their steps, a workout program, tracking their nutrition, tracking their water intake, giving all these things to keep them accountable and turn their discipline up. So I feel like for my clients, I instill discipline in them, and that keeps them going, keeps them motivated. And I also created a community. So having, like I said, also learned that from Sarah, having a community, a Facebook group or chat to keep everybody encouraging each other to keep moving forward, keep unlocking the best version of themselves.
Right. But what happens when you yourself are not feeling motivated? Do you have like an affirmation you repeat to yourself, a ritual that you follow that gets you back on track?
And like I said, you're hitting it on the money right now. So recently with me doing this competition, it took so much energy out of me. Like I was like so drained, and these past couple of days I haven't been feeling like myself. Even people are saying it's like, this is not the Yadiyah that we know. Like, where's the energy? And yesterday I had to write a message to myself and remind myself, along with my clients, that's the luxury of being with me. I have not just turned myself up; I turn you up in the process. I had to remind myself, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want the best you? How bad do you want to get to that next level? How bad do you want to help the people around you? There are people looking up to you. How bad do you want it? And I got me a good night rest, and I woke up on fire this morning. So reminding yourself, like I said, talking to yourself, saying, how bad do you want it? Remembering your why. Why are you doing this? Why did you get into this? Remembering those things.
That's an amazing piece of advice for anyone who is, having a lazy day. Finally, before we wrap this up, I just want to ask you one final question. What is the advice you would like to give to a personal trainer who is thinking about starting their own fitness business?
And a lot of people are asking me about this. So that's a very good question. The main reason, or what you cannot do, you cannot just do it for the money. It has to be true to you. You have to really want to help people. Like, it's something that's in you. Like, it's really in you. The successful trainers that I come across, or even myself, people say it to me, like, it's in you. Like, you have to really feel it. You have to really be able to pour into people and pour into yourself at the same time, that balance. If you feel like you have that balance of pouring into yourself and pouring to others, you're going to do very well in the fitness industry. You're going to open it doesn't matter which path you go, whether you want to work in a gym, whether you want to work online. Is you have to be able to pour into yourself and pour into others at the same time, and then not be doing it for the money, because the money doesn't come right away. And you're putting a lot of you out before actually the money starts to come in.
That's really, really insightful. Thank you so much for spending time with us. We are so grateful to have you here. And we at FitBudd are really, really glad to be associated with you. Congratulations on all the achievements that you've achieved. And we hope you achieve even greater milestones ahead in the future. And thank you once again for spending time with us. Thank you so much for watching. Click on this playlist to enjoy previous editions of Outside the Gym and make sure to subscribe so that you never miss another episode.